Harlan Sanders was not your typical entrepreneur. He was a man who embodied resilience and determination, qualities that would eventually lead him to create a global empire. But his journey was anything but straightforward. He didn't start young with a head full of venture capital and Silicon Valley dreams. Instead, he began his life in a modest setting, far removed from the bustling cities and technological hubs that we often associate with entrepreneurial success today. He was a man of simpler times, born in 1890 in rural Indiana. Growing up in a small town, Harlan faced numerous challenges from a young age. His father passed away when he was just 6 years old, leaving his mother to care for him and his siblings. This early loss forced him to take on responsibilities beyond his years. Life had thrown him curveballs, leaving him with little more than a social security check for $105 at the age of 65. By this time, he had tried his hand at various jobs, from a farmhand to a streetcar conductor, and even a gas station operator. Each role taught him valuable lessons, but none brought him the success he yearned for. But Colonel Sanders, as he would come to be known, had a dream. He had a recipe. This recipe was not just a list of ingredients, it was a culmination of years of experimentation and a deep understanding of flavors. It was his ticket to a better life, a beacon of hope in his darkest hours. And he had an unshakable belief in himself. Despite the numerous setbacks and the skepticism of those around him, he remained steadfast in his conviction. He knew that his fried chicken recipe was something special, something that could change his fortunes. This was not just any recipe. It was a carefully crafted blend of 11 herbs and spices, a secret combination that he guarded closely. Each ingredient was chosen with precision, each step in the cooking process perfected over time. This was a recipe for fried chicken so finger-licking good, so crispy and juicy, that it would redefine the culinary landscape. It was a dish that brought people together, evoking feelings of comfort and joy with every bite. The Colonel knew he had something special. He could see the potential in his recipe, the way it made people smile and come back for more. It was more than just food. It was an experience, a moment of happiness in a busy world. He packed up his pressure cooker, his blend of 11 herbs and spices, and hit the road. With nothing but his car and his unwavering determination, he set out to share his creation with the world. He traveled from town to town, knocking on the doors of restaurant owners, offering them a taste of his fried chicken. His goal was simple, yet audacious: convince restaurant owners one by one to sell his chicken. It was a daunting task, but Colonel Sanders was undeterred. He believed in his recipe and he believed in himself. And that belief, coupled with his relentless drive, would eventually lead to the creation of a global fried chicken empire. The Colonel's journey was not paved with red carpets and instant success. It was a path filled with obstacles, challenges, and countless moments of doubt. It was a grueling, often disheartening pilgrimage across America. He faced long, lonely roads and endless miles of uncertainty. He drove from town to town, sleeping in his car, pitching his recipe to skeptical restaurant owners. The rejections piled up. 100 rejections, 200 rejections, 500 rejections. Each no was a blow to his spirit, but he kept moving forward. Still, he persisted. With every rejection, he refined his pitch, improved his recipe, and strengthened his resolve. Imagine the sting of hearing no over and over again. The constant barrage of negativity could have easily broken his spirit. Imagine the temptation to pack it in, to accept defeat. The thought of giving up must have crossed his mind countless times. But Colonel Sanders was not built that way. He was a man of unwavering determination and unshakable belief in his vision. He believed in his product. He believed in himself. He knew that his recipe was something special, something worth fighting for. And he knew that every no was just a stepping stone, a detour on the road to his ultimate destination. Each rejection brought him one step closer to the yes that would change everything. His journey is a testament to the power of perseverance and the belief that success is not a matter of if, but when. The stories of Colonel Sanders' rejections are legendary. Some restaurant owners laughed him out the door, others scoffed at his battered pressure cooker and homespun sales pitch. He was dismissed as a washed-up old man, a dreamer out of touch with reality. But the Colonel never took it personally. He understood that rejection was not a reflection of his worth, but simply a part of the process. He used each no as fuel, as motivation to refine his pitch, to perfect his recipe, to prove the doubters wrong. He knew that deep down his chicken spoke for itself. After 1,009 rejections, a glimmer of hope emerged. A small restaurant in Salt Lake City, Utah said yes. They agreed to take a chance on the Colonel and his secret recipe. And the rest, as they say, is history. The chicken was an instant hit. Word spread like wildfire. Soon the Colonel wasn't just selling chicken, he was selling franchises. Kentucky Fried Chicken, with its iconic red and white buckets, became a household name. Colonel Sanders, the once rejected salesman, transformed into a global icon, a symbol of perseverance and the American dream. The story of Colonel Sanders is not just about fried chicken. It's a testament to the power of the human spirit, the unwavering belief in oneself even when the odds are stacked against you. It's a story that resonates with anyone who has ever dared to dream, to chase a goal that seemed impossible. The Colonel's journey teaches us that success doesn't always come easy, that the road less traveled is often paved with obstacles and setbacks. But it also reminds us that with grit, determination, and a whole lot of fried chicken, anything is possible. Section 6. Age is just a number. Colonel Sanders was 65 years old when he started his journey. He could have easily accepted retirement, lived out his days in quiet anonymity, but he refused to let age define him. He proved that it's never too late to pursue your passion, to take a risk, to rewrite your story. His story is a powerful reminder that age is just a number, that experience can be an asset, and that the greatest adventures often begin later in life. Section 7. Embracing the F word, failure. It's a word most people try to avoid, but Colonel Sanders embraced it. He understood that failure wasn't the opposite of success, but a stepping stone on the path towards it. Each rejection, each setback provided a valuable lesson, an opportunity to learn, to grow, to come back stronger. His 1,009 rejections were not in vain. They were badges of honor, proof that he was willing to put in the work, to persevere even when the going got tough. Section 8. Persistence, the secret ingredient. Persistence is the often overlooked quality that can turn dreams into reality. It's the secret ingredient that fuels the journey from aspiration to achievement. Talent is undoubtedly important, but it's persistence that truly separates the dreamers from the doers. It's the late nights spent working when everyone else is asleep, the countless hours of practice, and the unwavering focus on the goal. It's the climb up the mountain step by step, even when the peak seems unreachable. Colonel Sanders may not have been a natural-born salesman, but he made up for it with sheer determination. He faced rejection after rejection, knocking on doors, trying to sell his recipe. Each no was just another step closer to a yes. His persistence was his greatest asset. He refused to give up on his dream, even when it seemed like the whole world was telling him to. Through the storms and the dark alleys of doubt, he stood firm. His resolve was unshakable, his vision clear. He knew that persistence was the key to unlocking his potential. His story is a testament to the power of persistence, to the unwavering belief that with enough effort, anything is possible. Standing victorious on the hilltop, looking at the sunrise, he knew that his journey was a beacon of hope for others. It was a reminder that persistence can turn the impossible into the possible. It's a reminder that the greatest rewards often go to those who are willing to outwork, outlast, and out-hustle the competition. The race is not always to the swift, but to those who keep running. The desk where dreams are built is often surrounded by the quiet of night, where the persistent continue to work while others rest. Persistence is the secret ingredient that makes the difference. Section 9. What's your Kentucky Fried Dream? So, the next time you face rejection, the next time you feel like giving up, remember Colonel Sanders. Remember his unwavering belief, his relentless pursuit of his dream, and ask yourself, what's your Kentucky Fried Dream? What are you willing to fight for, to persevere for, to achieve? The answer, my friend, lies within you. Go out there and make it happen.